Hello friends, in this video I will talk about how to find a multiplicative inverse of a number. So let's see what a multiplicative inverse of a number is. Let's say I have to find multiplicative inverse of B in ZA. So ZA is called set of residue. So let's say if I have to find a set of residue of 2, that is Z2. Z2 will be equal to 0 and 1. So set of residue means if you divide any number by that a, what are all the number which will get as remainder. So if you divide any number by 2, you will get either 0 or 1 as the remainder. Similarly, set of residue for 5, that is z5 is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the set of numbers which we will get when you divide any number by 5. Okay. So we have to find a multiplicative inverse of b in set of residue of a. Okay, I will explain that using some example. So first method which we can use to find multiplicative inverse of b is hit and trial method. This method is easy when the numbers are small. If you take a very large number, then it will be difficult to solve using hit and trial method. So let me take a few examples to explain how we can use hit and trial method. So for first example, I will say that I have to find multiplicative inverse of 6 uh, in Z11. Okay, so what does it mean is if you have to find multiplicative inverse of B in A in ZA, then you have to find a number B inverse such that it is congruent to 1 mod A. Okay, when you have to find a number B inverse such that if you multiply that number with B, then you will get 1 mod A. Okay, that is what this term is called, multiplicative inverse of B. Okay, so in this example, let's say 6 is my B and I have to find another number. Let's say I will take B inverse itself such that it is congruent to 1 mod 11. Okay, you have to find this term, or let's say this term is my Y. Okay, so if we take Y equal to 1, it's hit and trial method, so you have to take numbers one by one. So 6 into 1 is 6. 6 is not congruent to 1 mod 11. But if you take Y equal to 2, 6 into 2 is 12. If you divide 12 by 11, the remainder is 1. That is 12 is equal to or congruent to 1 mod 11. Right? So we can say that 6 inverse mod 11 is equal to 2. Okay, this is my multiplicative inverse of 6 in Z11. Okay, let's take one more example to see this. So I have to find multiplicative inverse of 5 in 5 in Z13. Okay, so as for this hit and trial method, what I will do, 5 into Y should be equal to 1 mod 13. Right, so if you take value of Y as 1, 5 into 1 is 5, which is not congruent to 1 mod 13. Then keep on increasing the value of Y. So if you take Y equal to 2, 5 into 2 is 10. 10 is not equal to 1 mod 13. Then 3, 5 into 3 is 15. If you divide 15 by 13, you will get 2 as a remainder. So it's congruent to 2 mod 13 but not congruent to 1 mod 13. If you take y equal to 4, 20 is 7 mod 13. Y equal to 5, 25 is 12 mod 13. Y equal to 6, 30 is 4 mod 13. Y equal to 7, 35 is 9 mod 13. But when you take y equal to 8, so 5 into 8, that is equal to 40. This 40 is 1 mod 13. You see, if you divide 40 by 13, what you will get? If you multiply 13 by 3, it will get 39 and you will get remainder as 1. So 40 is 1 mod 13. So we can say that 5 inverse mod 13 is equal to 8. Or you can say that 8 is the multiplicative inverse of 5 in Z13. Okay. So this was the first method. Now I will talk about the second method. How to find a multiplicative inverse of a number if you are not able to find that using hit and trial method, because hit and trial method can be exhaustive. Okay, you may have to try again and still you won't be able to find a multiplicative inverse of a number if a number is too large. So for that I will teach you another method, but before going to another method, one thing I should tell you that multiplicative inverse of a number is possible only if this a and b are co-prime. What do you mean by co-prime? Co-prime means, let's say, if you have to find GCD of A and B, right? So if GCD, greatest common divisor of A and B, is equal to 1, then those numbers are called co-prime number. They might not be prime actually, but they should be co-prime with each other. Like I took example of 6 and 13. So if you find the remainder, if you find the numbers which will get multiplied to get 6, like 6 is made from 2 and 3, right, to multiply by 3, and 13 is has only one factor, 13. 6 has two factor, 2 and 3. Okay, so here you can see that none of the factor is common, that is GCD of 6 and 13 is GCD of 6 and 13 is 1, right? So 6 and 13 are co-prime, although this 6 is not a prime number, but if you check for co-prime, these 6 and 13 are co-prime. Okay, so if both the numbers of co-prime, then only you can find inverse of that number. Okay, sorry. So coming to the next method, in next method you have to find two constant number as per the formula, and the formula is S into A plus T into B should be equal to GCD of A comma B. Okay, so what I was trying to find is multiplicative inverse of A, sorry, B, right? Multiplicative inverse of B in ZA, right? So in this case, this T will give you the multiplicative inverse of B. Okay, so I will take another example. Let's say I have to find multiplicative inverse of 11 mod 26. Okay, 11 mod 26. What I have to do is I have to find this S into 26 plus T into 11 is equal to 1. As I already told you that you can find multiplicative inverse of a number when both the number of are co-prime, and if both number are co-prime, their GCD will always be 1. So you have to find this t value which will be equal to multiplicative inverse of b. Okay, so to find out this value, what you have to do is you have to write the equation such as 26 is equal to quotient into 11 plus remainder. Okay, so if you divide 26 by 11, you will get quotient as 2 and remainder as 4, right? Now you have to write this 11 here. 11 is equal to quotient and remainder when you divide it by 4, right? So this 4 came here and this 11 came here. You have to do shift like that. So 4 into 2 is 8 plus remainder is 3. Now this 4 will shift here. So 4 is equal to this 3 will shift here. So 3 plus something. So quotient is 1 and remainder is 1. So you got a this remainder 1. Here you have to stop because this is the GCD of 26 and 11. Okay. So now what you have to do, you have to come back to this equation. So for coming back to this equation, you have to do is just write this equation in reverse. So reverse means 1 equal to 4 into, sorry, 4 minus 1 into 3, right? Just I'm bringing this 3 this side. Okay. So this is 1 equal to 4 minus 3. Now from the previous equation, you have to put the value of this remainder. So this 3 is equal to 11 minus 2 into 4. You have to put it here. So I can write this equation as 4 minus 1 into, now 3 is equal to 11 minus 2 into 4, right? So I can write this equation as minus 1 into 11 plus 1 into 4 plus 2 into 4. 2 into 4, right? So this 4 is 1 into 4 and this 4 is 2 into 4. This negative and negative will bring to positive, and this is 1 into minus 1 into 11. Okay, so I will get another equation minus 1 into 11 plus 3 into 4, right? You are getting it? Now I got 11. So what I have to do, I have to find this 11. Okay, but the other term should be in term of 26. So what I have to do is I have to again replace this 4 from this equation. Okay, so this 4 will be equal to, let's say this equation is this plus 3 into, now I'm replacing this 4. So 4 is 26 minus 2 into 11, right? I'm taking this from this equation. So 4 is equal to 26 minus 2 into 11. So now my equation become 3 into 26, this term, plus minus 1 into 11 plus minus 6 into 11, right? This 2 will get multiplied with this. So this is the term I've got. So this is equal to 3 into 26 plus minus 7 into 11, right? So this is my S value and this is my t value. So here we came to know that t is equal to -7. Now as we are taking modulo operation of 26, so I will just convert that -7 to positive number, right? So this is equal to 19 mod 26. So this 19 is your 11 inverse mod 26. So you can write that 11 inverse mod 26 is equal to 19. Okay, and or you can also say that multiplicative inverse of 11 in z26 is equal to 19. Now you can we can verify this equation. So let's say okay, now we got multiplicative as 19. So what we will do is we will multiply 19 by 11. Okay, so 19 into 11 is equal to 209, if I am correct, right? So if you divide 209 by 26, so one method of dividing is, let's say we have to take modulo 26, right? So the easy method is like 26 into 4 is 104, right? What you can do is 26, you will divide 209 minus 104 is equal to 105. Again, not divide, subtract 104 from it. So 1. So here it was 26 into 4. We subtracted it twice, so 26 into 8 is equal to 208, right? So we get remainder as 1, so we can verify it that 19 is 11 inverse modulo 26. Okay, so I will stop this video here itself. In the next video we will see another method to find inverse of a number. Thank you for watching this video. Please do watch the next video for next method. Thank you.